that if you pick up an American history book, 7th, 8th grade, high school, you will read or see nothing about what you have talked about here this morning.
Well, perhaps that's what the reality is in your neighborhood. I grew up in Oak Cliff, Texas, and I was taught by black women who taught me my history. So I think there are many people, you talk about hard research, black people have been doing hard research on this question for a long time. George Washington Williams wrote a history of the Negro people in America in 1882. W.B. Du Bois was writing in the early 20th century. So I think the reality in this conversation reminds me, black people fighting white supremacy in this country is a bit like Don Quixote tilting at windmills. I mean, we've thrown generation after generation after generation of brilliant black people at trying to get white people to understand the truth of their society. I have no interest in throwing more black genius at this question. So I think if you want your children to know the history of America, you should read the historians, whether it's Dr. Kendi, you should read Evelyn Higginbotham, you should read Henry Louis Gates, you should read W.B. Du Bois, you should read, I could send you we should post on the show a whole list of black historians who have taught the history of this country, and perhaps some white ones as well. David Blight just won the Pulitzer Prize for his history, and he's a white man trying to get people to see the history of the country. So I think it's been happening. It ought to continue to happen, and those who want to know